Hello, and welcome to HR Mobility Leaders, the podcast by La Relocation Group that brings together global perspectives on talent, mobility, and the future of work. I'm Vera Allievi, Marketing Manager at La Relocation Group, and your host. Today, we're diving into the fast-evolving world of tech recruitment and international mobility, a space that's transforming rapidly in the era of artificial intelligence. And our guest today is Luca Berton. Welcome. Luca is principal for the technology and digital practice at Chaberton Professionals, one of the fastest growing headhunting firms in Europe that was founded in Switzerland and is now present also in Italy, France, Austria, and Germany. Chaberton supports organizations across Europe in building high-performing teams and leadership structures through a specialized sector-driven approach, which makes it kind of unique. Our host today, Luca, brings deep expertise in senior management search and digital transformation, particularly in AI, cybersecurity, and software engineering. And also beyond recruiting, I know, Luca, you're also a mentor and you advise emerging tech leaders. So before we get into trends, Luca, could you tell us a bit more about Chaberton Professionals and your role within the company? What makes your work in the tech and digital industries unique compared to other areas of executive search?
Hi, Vera, and thank you for the invite. As Chaberton Professional, we work with a sector-driven model, which means we speak the same language as our client because we come from their industry. In the technology and digital practice, I focus on a senior leadership role across Europe, especially technology in digital roles. What makes this work unique is the pace. Tech evolves fast, and so to the skills and leadership capability required. Our job is to anticipate that shift and help organization build a team that then can scale and innovate.
Well, that's very interesting. I find it very peculiar that Chaberton Professional works with this sector-driven approach so that each of the principal and the team member can really be an expert in that field, in that sector, bringing a real expertise during the search and the headhunting of such technical also profiles. So let's start with the big picture. In your privileged role, what have you seen? What has changed the most in tech recruitment over the past 5 years?
The biggest shift has been the move from purely skill-based hiring to a capability-driven approach. 5 years ago, before the COVID-19, companies looked for very specific technologies. Today, they prioritize adaptability, problem solving, and learning agility. AI has also reshaped exception on both sides. Candidates want to work with a company that embrace innovation, and employer expect talent to be comfortable with automation and data-driven environment. The competition for the top performer is now fully global.
So now more than ever, soft skills are more and more important rather than hard skills. Also, I guess because remote working is more accepted in any sector, not only the tech one, as it was before the COVID, right? So when it comes to international hiring, what are candidates really prioritizing today?
Beyond salary, candidates prioritize three things: career acceleration, flexibility, and quality of life. They want a role that they can make an impact quickly, but also environment that support hybrid work and autonomy. And when relocated, family well-being is often the real decision maker. Schools, for example, partner support and long-term stability matter as much as the job itself. People want to move for a project that feels meaningful, not just for a title.
Luca, you mentioned relocation, something that can make or break a successful placement. How can companies improve that part of the experience?
Relocation needs to be treated as part of the talent strategy, not an administrative step. The best company provide end-to-end support, clear timeline, transparent communication, and a single point of contact for the family. Small things make a huge difference. Help with housing, school guidance, and integration into the local community. When the candidate feels supported personally, they onboard faster and they stay longer. It's ultimately a retention investment for the company.
Yeah, because I guess sometimes the company doesn't really see an added value in hiring an external relocation company agency to support the employee and the family. But what can happen then is that the employee is not ready really to start working on the first day and to be fully concentrated on their job because they have so much stress coming from problems that may happen during a relocation, also with bureaucracy or the housing or the schooling. So this can be really seen as an investment from the company, so that what they are investing in the research, first of all, of the talent, in the onboarding, and then in keeping the talents inside the company is not a waste of resources, indeed. So thank you for your perspective. And I wonder, beyond logistics, where do companies tend to face the biggest challenges when hiring international tech talent?
Biggest challenge is alignment. Aligning expectation on culture, speed, and decision making. Many tech professionals are used to agile, fast-moving environment, while some organizations still have slower, more traditional processes. Another issue is employer branding. Companies underestimate how much they need to sell their vision to global candidates. It's very important. And finally, internal readiness. Hiring international only works if the team and leadership are prepared to integrate diverse perspectives.
That's true. You also need to be ready to welcome someone that is not part of your culture and also working culture. Finally, looking ahead, what trends should HR managers prepare for in the next phase of digital recruitment?
We are entering a phase where ER readiness will be as important as digital skills were 10 years ago. HR teams will need to assess not only the technical expertise, the ability to collaborate with the AI tool and work in augmented environment. We'll also see more cross-border remote hiring, the relocation becoming optional rather than mandatory. And lastly, stronger emphasis on human capability such as empathy, leadership, and communication. Because those are the skills that technology can replace.
Before closing, I have one question we ask every guest. What does Expat Aptitude mean to you?
For me, Expat Aptitude is the combination of personal traits that allow the candidate not just to relocate, but to truly thrive in a new cultural and professional environment. It goes beyond technical skills. It's about adaptability, openness, and the ability to navigate ambiguity. Strong expat show intercultural sensitivity. They listen before they act, and they are comfortable stepping outside familiar structures. Resilience, relocation bring challenge, and how people respond to them often determines the long-term success. These elements are something we actively assess during the selection process.
Thank you for your perspective, Luca. It's very interesting to hear also this interpretation from a recruiting professional.
Thank you too.
Luca, thank you for such an insightful conversation. It's really inspiring to hear how technology is transforming the way we work, yet how much success still depends on understanding people. So their motivations, their stories, their sense of belonging. Listening to you, I'm really reminded of how much recruitment, especially in tech, is about more than finding the right profile, the right hard skills. And also, as AI and automation reshape the way we work, the human element has never been more important. So the ability to connect, to listen, and also to support people through transition is what really defines the lasting success of hiring talents that come from different places. So your perspective has brought that to life beautifully today. I'm very grateful you shared it with us. Thank you, Luca. Thank you again for joining me. And thank you to everyone who's been listening to HR Mobility Leaders. Until next time, take care and keep reflecting on how we can make work more human wherever in the world we are.
Thank you, Vera.